Aloha, everyone. Michelle Melendez from the Big Island of Hawaii with blossominnerwellness.com and standtogetherhawaii.com. Our Hawaii governor has now signed another emergency proclamation without a natural disaster, suspending more laws. I'm going to show you the laws he has now suspended again without the legislative body. This man is an absolute dictator. He has violated his oath of office. I have submitted an impeachment inquiry and I need your help because I cannot do this by myself, you guys. If you do not want a dictator to run the islands of Hawaii, you've got to speak up. So, I'm going to show you the emergency declaration, the emergency proclamation that he has signed. I'm going to show you the laws he has suspended right now. And it's all about the money, right? Follow the money because he's suspending laws that actually take money out of the legislative view, out of the public view. And where the heck is it going to go? So here's what I want you to do, and then I'll share with you guys what the heck is going down in here in Hawaii. Contact your legislator. My last video, I showed you guys how to do it, but I'm going to show you guys again at the beginning, and then I'll show you the I don't even have words for this man anymore. Here is standtogetherhawaii.com. Click on Hawaii Government Overreach. Hawaii Government Overreach. You will see the impeachment inquiry. Click on Find Your Legislator. Find your legislator. Then put in your town where you're at. I'm in Captain Cook. So I click on that. I just click on any address. It doesn't matter which. These are my two legislators. I've called them. I called them yesterday. I'm going to email them again today. I'm going to email them again today. If you've already contacted them, contact them again. If they have not reached out back to you, contact them again. And all you're going to say, you don't even have to give your name. You don't have to give your name. You can just say, please tell the senator or the representative that to support the impeachment inquiry of Governor Green, he has signed again another emergency proclamation based on nothing, based on the fact that we're going to have rain here in Hawaii. Okay. So this is why he signed this emergency proclamation. Let me show you. It's so ridiculous. It is showing the absurdity of this man. Here are the 10 to 12 proclamations he has signed. He has signed them over 90 times to keep them alive. Proclamation relating to March 2, 2026 Kona low weather event. Low weather event, not even a hurricane, everybody. Whereas as of 8 a.m. on March 9th, the National Weather Service has forecasted approaching Kona, a weather system. Oh my God, you guys, we're going to have a weather system in the tropics, in the tropical islands of Hawaii. Like, this is such a freaking shocker here. Will bring storm conditions to the state from Tuesday, March 10th. I'm going to tell you something. It's a bright, sunny day. I don't see a cloud in the sky where I live, and I'm south of Kona. Through Sunday, March 15th. There is a threat. There's a threat of heavy rain, thunderstorms, flooding, road closures, and damaging winds. There's no wind. Not one leaf is moving outside my place right now. And it's a beautiful sunny sky, but yet we're in a state of emergency. And then he says, where it is critical that the state and counties have sufficient resources to clear debris and secure infrastructure and take other measures to prepare for the approaching weather system, which is what we have all the time in the tropics, but we're actually a beautiful day here. Josh Green, MD. Yeah, let's remember he's an emergency doctor. Governor of the state of Hawaii have declared that the existence of a state of emergency under 127A14, that is a law that was passed, unfortunately, letting this man be an absolute dictator. Hawaii's revised statute because the forecast severe weather event poses an imminent danger and threat. Remember, they're always about protecting us because protection means taking away our freedoms. That's what that means. This proclamation covers the entire state of Hawaii, even though the weather forecast said it was in Kona. The National Weather Service forecast approaching Kona, low weather system. And then he says this state of emergency is for the entire state. The entire state, even though the weather is supposed to be just for Kona. Oh my God. So let me show you the laws. He's suspending. I want to, I'll tell you guys about them because again, I just want to remind you, if you have not done so, please contact your legislator today. They've got to hear from you. Call them, email them. Both is the best. Calling is better than emailing. Emailing is better than nothing. You don't have to give your name. You just have to say, the governor's out of control. He is out of control. He has violated his oath of office. Actually, all you got to do really is say, support the impeachment inquiry of the Hawaii governor. He's out of control. And let me just tell you guys what some of the laws that he has suspending. This man is suspending, okay, for weather, he's suspending the state budget rules. And this is normally when the state legislature approves money for something, it must be spent for that purpose and within that fiscal year. And if it's not, then it goes back to the state treasury. He's suspending this law. The governor can keep and move money around between programs or years without normal approval from the legislator. Why is he suspended? This is the first law he's suspended because we have rain coming to Kona. Why locals may be concerned. Reduce legislative oversight, obviously. Money can be redirected without normal public debate. Emergency spending becomes harder to track. It's all about the money, you guys. This man is over the top. He needs to be removed from office. Moving money between government programs. This is the second law he suspended, Section 3774, plain English. It says, normally the state cannot move money from one program to another without legislative approval and reporting. This suspension means the executive branch can shift funds between government programs quickly during an emergency without legislation. The legislature loses control of the purse. They will not know where this money is and where it's going. The county government rules he suspended. This is the third law he suspended because we have rain coming to Kona. Counties normally operate under their own local rules and authority, but this suspension means the state can override or bypass certain county procedures during the emergency. And we should be concerned about this because local control will be weakened. Decision-making may be centralized at the state level. Again, that creates dictatorship. Again, contact your legislator, you guys. It's no joke. Don't make me do this by myself. We're in this together. StandTogetherHawaii.com. Tell your legislator to support the impeachment inquiry because he's over the top. You don't sign an emergency proclamation because we have rain coming to Kona. It's fourth law he's suspended, you guys. This man is suspended. This law is labor and union negotiation laws. Why is he suspending these? Because of rain. Normal government employees and unions must negotiate changes to wages, hours, or working condition. This suspension means the state may change work conditions or deploy employees without going through the normal union negotiation process. And worker protections can be bypassed. Government could reassign or change roles quickly. Why is he doing this when it's rain? It's rain coming to a tropical island. Fifth law, you guys. He is suspending because of this emergency 11 laws. He's suspending 11 laws. Government contracting rules. Oh, here's, I remember when he suspended the law, or he had an emergency proclamation based on Uncle Billy's Hotel, which is a hotel that needs to be torn down. He's suspending the bidding law. He suspended the bidding law and gave that to one contractor, which I got to research who that was. Government contracting rules. So number 5, the fifth law he has suspended was the government contracting rules. Normally the state must use competitive bidding. When choosing contractors, this suspension means that contractors can be awarded quickly without competitive bidding. This reduces transparency and the risk of favoritism and wasteful spending. Yeah, like the Maui, the homes for Maui fire survivors, the Lahaina fire survivors, these bubble-looking fishbowl houses were $400,000 a piece. There was somebody who bid in Hilo, somebody local who bid on it, and he was going to charge 40,000 each. 40,000 for a temporary house that then the government, the state paid $400,000 for these houses. Can we say wasteful spending? And that's another action that I would like us to take with standtogetherhawaii.com, is to demand an audit for the Lahaina fire money that was received because of the Lahaina fire. The federal government has given over $2 billion. This is off topic. The federal government has given Maui County, the county of Maui, over $2 billion to rebuild Lahaina. They also sued Kamehameha Schools because they said, "Oh, you didn't keep up with your grooming and maintenance of the Kamehameha Schools land, so the fire took off because it wasn't groomed and the weeds weren't cut down." And they sued Kamehameha Schools because of the Lahaina fire, and they got $872 million. I'm going to say that again because it's a little shocking. $872 million Kamehameha Schools had to pay Maui County because they didn't upkeep their lands, and that they said that's why the fire was so bad. And Kamehameha Schools is for the children of Hawaii. So they took $872 million away from the children of Hawaii. Kamehameha Schools is a whole nother topic. I won't even go into that. Let's go back to the emergency proclamation that the governor of Hawaii signed. I think it was yesterday. Number 6, the 6th law, he suspended wage protections and public projects. Suspended this law. This law basically allows contractors working on government project must pay minimum prevailing wages and follow labor rules. This suspension means that these requirements may be bypassed to speed up projects, and the concern is workers could be paid less, labor standards may be weakened. So let me just also say that a friend of mine in Maui did say that contractors were walking off the job because they weren't getting paid. Maui County, again, over $2 billion from the federal government to rebuild Lahaina, $872 million from Kamehameha Schools, yet contractors are walking off the job, were walking off the job because they weren't getting paid. Interesting. And now the governor has suspended law number 6, wage protections and public projects. On public projects. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? 7, the seventh law that the governor suspended yesterday because we're going to have rain in Kona, contractor tax clearance requirement. Companies must prove they paid their taxes before receiving government contracts. He suspended this law because we're getting rain. Isn't this interesting? The state can hire contractors even if tax clearance isn't verified first. That's very interesting. And this concerned companies with unpaid taxes could receive state contracts. Then the 8th law the governor has suspended since yesterday because we have rain coming to Kona. Environmental review laws. Oh, interesting. This is a major projects normally require environmental review before construction begins. He suspended this law. This means that projects may move forward without full environmental impact reviews, and this impacts the environment could be impacted because of this. Communities may have less opportunity to object. So again, less transparency of what the heck is going on with the land. The 9th law the governor has suspended, coastal zone management. Isn't that interesting? Construction and development in coastal areas normally requires special oversight and permits, but our governor just suspended that. And that means that these requirements can be bypassed during the emergency. Coastal land could be altered without standard review. Again, no transparency to the public. The last 2 laws the governor has suspended, water pollution and environmental protection. Normally, these laws regulate pollution into streams, ocean water, and groundwater. This suspension means that some pollution rules could be relaxed if they slow emergency response. And the concern is environmental safeguards could be weakened. And then the last law the governor of Hawaii has signed, because we're getting rain in Kona on the Big Island, my island, government vehicle rules. Normally, there are limits on how government vehicles can be used, but this suspension means that these limits can be ignored during the emergency. Generally minor, but reduces oversight. It reduces oversight. So those are the laws that the governor has suspended because we're getting rain in Kona. This is what I'm talking about. If we, as people, just go, oh, let me just go on with my life and not really pay attention to what the heck's going on. This is a precedent he's setting. He go, oh, the weather said that there might be a slight chance of rain in Kona. Let me suspend all these laws and do what I want to do. That's what's going down here in the islands of Hawaii, and I'm sure it's going down in your state. So again, I'm calling for, if you live on the islands, contact your legislator. Go to standtogetherhawaii.com. I showed you how to do it. Go to government overreach, click on your legislator, call them and email them now, today, even if you've already done it. And even if they've already contacted you, contact them again and say, he's done it again. Tell him he's done it again. He's signed another emergency proclamation based on no natural disaster. These emergency proclamations are supposed to be if there's a natural disaster. A hurricane comes through and wipes out the town of Kona. Yes, have an emergency proclamation that supports the people so that they can rebuild and stay safe. Absolutely. But when you call for a national weather that says there's going to be rain in Kona, and now you have a complete statewide emergency, something's wrong. Something's wrong. This man has gone over the top. He needs to be removed from power, in my personal freedom of speech opinion. He needs to, on my personal opinion that I get to have as a living woman under God, I think he should be absolutely removed from the islands and be put in Antarctica. I think he should have a home in Antarctica with just his family and whoever else has been supporting him. I'm just a little upset about this. So please contact your legislator. If you are concerned about things happening in your area, go to blossominnerwellness.com. Join my Freedom Academy. The Freedom School's free. It takes you through a bunch of stuff that's happened in the world, but the Freedom Academy I will personally help you to see what is happening in your area in the United States of America and give you actions that you can take. The founding fathers had 3 goals for government. 1, keep it small. Keep the government small or freedoms will be removed. They knew it. This is why before the Civil War, the government was small. After the Civil War, after the 16th Amendment, the federal government now has income taxes and it just exploded. That was the problem. That's what happened. But the founding fathers wanted small government. 2, they wanted the government to protect the freedoms of people. That's their job. The job of government is to protect our freedoms, not override them with emergency proclamations and making laws that violate the Constitution. That means that's treason to this country. They're violating their oath of office. And then the third thing that our founding fathers knew must happen in order for this country to stay free is you and me. The people, living men and women, must be civically involved. We must stand up and watch what the heck these people are doing that we put into office and say yay or nay. That's our kuleana. That's our job, you guys. So I know that you will support me. I know many people who have, and I want to say so much mahalo nui loa. Thank you so very much for contacting your legislator, for making a difference, for making this mean something in your life, for taking a stand for what matters to these islands. And if you're doing this in your own state, I wanted to send you so much aloha and mahalo nui loa to you. Thank you very much to you. Because you're making a difference and you're standing up for what the founding fathers wanted for this country. They knew that if the government got too big, it would tear apart freedom. And it's up to the people to stand up for what we know to be right, which is our freedoms under God. The government does not give you your freedom, and the government's job is not to keep you safe. That's your job. The government's job is to protect your freedoms. That's their job. And if they're not doing it, it's up to us to step up and remind them, hey, this is why you're put in office. You're put in office to protect freedoms. That's why you take an oath. You don't take an oath of office to keep everybody safe. Your oath is an I oath. I will take an oath to make sure everybody's kept safe. That's not what the government does. That's not what the leaders in government do. Their oath is to protect and support the Constitution, which protects our freedoms, and our freedoms come from God. That's the way it is, you guys. Let's do a prayer and call this forth in. Great Spirit, infinite intelligence of all things. Oh my gosh, what a time we're in. I'm so excited about this time because I know that those people who are listening and hearing the sound of my voice are taking action. They're doing what the founding fathers wanted us to do, which is just keep these people accountable. Contacting our legislators saying the governor is over the top. He has suspended laws, which violates his oath of office, and he must stop or be removed from power. Great Spirit, we are so grateful to watch this movie unfold as what is right comes back into alignment with what it is we want and we feel in our hearts. We are free because you gave us those freedoms. Our freedoms come from you, Great Spirit, not from any government. And the government never keeps us safe. You keep us safe, Great Spirit. And our hearts guide us to what is right, to doing what is right for ourselves, for our family, for our children, our ohana, and our country. Great Spirit, we trust you. We send so much aloha first to ourselves in appreciation of standing up for what is right for us and for the future generations of our keiki. And we send so much aloha. I mean, we bright light aloha out to all the capitals around the world. And that there's so much light and so much love inside everybody's office that darkness cannot stand there anymore. Their hearts are turned to doing what is right for the people, or they get to be removed from power in whatever way the movie wants to show us. You want to show us, Great Spirit. We get to watch it unfold. We do what is ours to do. We stay in peace. We stay in the feeling of aloha, and we trust in you, Great Spirit. We trust you. We get to watch the movie unfold. Thank you so much. We have so much gratitude for the angels and the guides and you, Great Spirit, love of all things. That's moving the sun across the sky, that's beating our hearts, breathing our bodies, guiding us to what is ours to do. We know this is done. We get to watch as this movie unfolds where evil cannot stay hidden anymore. The truth of what is happening and what has been happening around the world for eons is coming out like a flood. They cannot stay hidden. Even this war that has been planned for over 150 years, the truth of this absolute tyrannical, demonic system is coming forth. It cannot stay hidden. We let the light wrap it around with so much love and so much aloha that the truth unveils. And even the most skeptical person cannot deny what has been going on in this world. Great Spirit, we give so much gratitude for the harmony and the peace that is with us now. We are free. We give so much gratitude for the freedom that we have right now in this present moment. Every single day, it gets stronger and stronger. And we return back to peace and love, that our children are kept safe, that our freedoms are held. They're held intact anyway by you, Great Spirit, and they're honored and respected by the people we put in power. And those people that we put in power do their job to respect and support and defend the Constitution. Thank you so much, Great Spirit. And so it is. All right, you guys, much mahalo. Contact your legislator. Say, and no, this is not okay. This is not Pono. You tell that governor to take a step back, all the way back. In fact, all the way off the island would be super great. So support the impeachment inquiry. Tell them that's all you got to do. Takes 10 seconds. Tell them, your legislator, support the impeachment inquiry of Hawaii Governor Green. He's over the top. And he's also setting precedent for future governors. And that's not what's going to go down on my watch. And I know that's not going to go down on yours either. So much mahalo nui loa, everyone. Aloha.